And we are back on the Power Hour. I'm Asa.
I'm Han.
Boy, I was going to say it.
Oh, sorry.
And the Callie Lama.
Fuck, I was going to say that too. So
What's
something missing?
What's with the whisper, like Sunday night soft music voice going on from there?
I've been listening to a lot of NPR lately.
Oh, okay.
I'm auditioning for them.
Are you the new David Allen Boucher? Is that
Bedtime Magic?
Bedtime Magic? Trying to take him over?
I'm more of a Delilah guy, but that's okay. So
Cancelled.
what's not the same here?
Well, we are missing one integral part of the team over here.
No Batch.
Yeah.
You need the eye candy. I gotta come in and.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
And you gotta get the more female people to pay attention and tune in. And
Yeah, they don't like my Ukraine updates.
Callie's here to clean up the mess, so to speak.
Exactly.
Oh, all right. So yeah, no Batch. This is our first episode ever without Batch here on the
I don't know.
podcast.
Is Batch the hardest working podcaster in Lowell, or what? Is there anyone else who's cranking away more than him?
No, he cranks. Yep. He definitely cranks.
He is a crank too. So.
Well, if you're gonna be funny, look at the bell. I actually don't need it when Batch is here.
Callie's ready.
All right, there we go. Yeah, no, Batch had to work, and then he has to go to Awake.
Yes.
For our show, if you listened about a month ago, going to Awake is kind of like an assignment. He's on assignment.
Yeah.
We can have a good recap.
We're going to need a social awkwardness update.
But in seriousness,
I just went to the same wake, and I was the only one there.
Oh yeah,
it was a quick in and out, but I mean,
no stories.
No real stories. It was,
you're failing the audition here.
So.
There is an audition. We've decided that our listeners and viewers, more than anything, they want dependability. That's what they want.
So this is like that episode.
They need to know that every 5 or 6 weeks they're going to wake up one morning and there'll be a show here with all three of us. So, do you want to audition for the permanent temporary spot?
So that's like that episode of South Park when they were trying to.
I never seen it
for a new Kenny.
No, I didn't know. I don't know. Am I ripping this off right now?
When they killed off Kenny, and then the boys were like auditioning for a new friend.
All right. Well, yes, we're auditioning for a new batch. Do you want to try? Let's go. Let's see here. A couple quick questions.
Fire away.
You want the gig, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'll be the questionnaire. You'll be the judge. Okay.
Oh, fair enough.
Do you know your way around local Lowell bars?
Not as much as Batch, but yeah, sure.
That's a yes? Simple yes or no will do,
okay.
Please.
Are we talking on foot or via scooter?
Or e-bike.
You're the judge. Don't be involved here.
I'm just kidding.
There's a lot of context involved with these.
Simple yes or no's will do. Are you funny?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, that'll be an improvement around here.
Ooh.
Do you hate children and people that make children?
Pass.
Whoa.
Can you pass? Hang on a minute.
Yeah, right? This is an opinion show here.
Yeah. I mean, I have nieces and nephews, so I love them to death. So
You that'd be a no.
love children.
You're allowed to not hate children, you know. You don't have to be evil like Batch.
Well, Batch has no children that we know of, but I mean.
That leads me to the fourth question.
What will happen to Batch if he joins the breeder crew? You know what I mean? Like, it could happen.
Last question. Are you a closeted homosexual?
Absolutely not.
Okay. I had to ask. It's not a lot of guys near the age of 50 not married without kids, right?
Married to the law. The law is a
I'm talking about Batch, not you.
I haven't reached the age of 50 yet. You're right. So.
Sorry, I knew you'd walk right into that one.
I haven't reached that milestone yet.
All right, now it's time for the show to begin. You're ready, Callie. You're
All right.
I was very curious where this show was going.
Come on, baby, reel them on in.
And YouTube has already shut it down.
No, it's a fair question. All right, big story in Lowell. We're gonna go Lowell. We got the Corey Robinson story. We got the election results. We've got the Inning Conference Center. Then we're going to go around the world real quick, and that's that. So, start off, the big story in Lowell, Corey Robinson got arrested. Domestic charges, 2 different charges. Not good. I think all 3 of us like Corey. Known him for a while, so we'll see how this all plays out. There's not much we can say or do about it, right? I mean, it's just...
Yeah. Let the justice system play out and see what happens.
For sure, legally. But politically, I don't know where it goes. Do you ever remember a city councilor getting arrested in our lifetime.
No, I mean, we've had many, state rep.
Yes, no, there's
That's
definitely.
House get arrested. Pretty much every single one.
We had one get arrested on a park bench right behind us, right?
Yeah.
Remember that guy?
Oh yeah.
I don't know, he was like, that guy just lost his mind. He wasn't even a Lowell rep. He was from out of town, just harassing women on a park bench on Middle Street.
Yep.
What was his name? Maselli or something like that? I'm trying to remember his name.
Massagy. He was getting a little gropey out there on the park bench. But for this, I don't know. It's uncharted territory. So you've had a bunch of counselors come out with statements. They don't say he should resign, but they say he should step aside. I don't know if that's legalese or what, because it's like, because again, he's innocent until proven guilty for sure. But you got to take the charges serious. You're in uncharted territory just for the city council. When they say step aside, are they implying like you don't lose your seat, but just don't come to the meetings for a little period of time?
I mean, that's probably sounds like the nuance of what they're trying to do.
Seems like it, right?
So
Sort of like administrative leave.
Essentially, yes.
Collect your check, but don't show up and contribute.
Yeah, I'm not sure how Corey Robinson would feel, you know what I mean, or his camp, but we'll see. I mean, there's gonna be a council meeting in about an hour and a half, less than that. So is he gonna be there? Will there be protesters there? I don't know. We're kind of in uncharted territories here.
yeah.
Well, if you're his, you know what? If we had an attorney to kick in on this, it'd be helpful.
Hey,
If you were his attorney, would you?
Bird law is what you do, right? Bird law?
Yeah.
But if you were attorney, would you recommend he stay home or just come on out and, hey, I'm innocent and I'm going to carry on? And
It's a tricky spot, right?
It is. It's an extremely tricky spot that, and you're right. We're in uncharted territories. This is kind of reminiscent of like what's going on in Canton right now with the Karen Reed case and all the guy who's a selectman who his son's accused of.
Yo, that is a shady case.
And they're all showing up. They're all showing up to the meetings to protest him, even though he's kind of on the outskirts of involved. It's like it's his son that is like alleged to be one of the alleged perpetrators, and they're all going against him. But there's still protesters showing up asking him to resign.
We won't veer too deep
I don't
into
want to
that,
get
right?
too off of that, but we're kind of in a similar nature.
They voted to audit the police
Yes,
department.
they did. Yeah, I saw that.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we'll keep one eye there, but
Yeah.
we're here. Lowell, we got plenty of action in Lowell right now.
Yeah, but it's kind of somewhat of a similar situation there. It's kind of uncharted territories where.
If you're his lawyer, though, I mean, are you sort of? It's not admitting guilt, but if you say, "Fine, I'll step aside," I wouldn't, as just a regular voter or person, I wouldn't convict him in my mind if he decided to step aside until it played out. So I don't know. I guess
If to take up to step aside, not resign, but step aside. I mean, it seems like I don't know which way.
I think that's gonna be the move, right?
I think that would probably be it. But I mean, how does that help his people in his district though? Because
it doesn't. And then this thing carries on. His next hearing is in January,
which is after the swearing-in ceremonies. So does he go to that?
Right. And again, that's not like his trial or anything in January, right? That's just his next hearing.
It's just the next pre-trial
this
hearing.
Could carry on for a year.
The way things go, it could drag out for a year or two.
And the only way for him to speed it up, again, he could be guilty, innocent. We have no idea. But the only way to speed it up on his end is essentially to plead out, right? And
is she even pushing charges here? I didn't get a chance to read the police report yet.
I read the police report, but I don't have it nailed down. But essentially from what I read was that it was neighbors that called the police, not her. Oh, no, sorry. She was on the phone with her lawyer, and her lawyer called the police. Yes.
This story gets a little stranger. Okay.
So, yes, her lawyer called the police while she's in the middle of the argument, but there's neighbors who are not eyewitnesses to violence, but eyewitnesses to screaming and running and all sorts of stuff. Then the police showed up and saw the clumps of hair and leaves in her hair and marks on her neck, so they kind of took it from there.
Yeah.
So don't know. Those are just the basic facts.
Even if she decides she doesn't want to testify or whatnot, it doesn't really matter.
Right.
It's in the Commonwealth's hands.
Yes,
now.
for sure.
Say, well, we don't need her.
Yeah.
We have all these other witnesses. We've got all the other reports and all this stuff that, I mean, to put in front of a jury and go from there. It's just kind of, it's a tough thing. So,
yeah.
I mean, if he the other strategy is he could say, I want my trial now. Let's get it over with because I don't think I can. I don't.
So say you did that, you could request an
I don't know any
expedited
of the
trial.
facts on this. I haven't read the police report. I didn't know.
Have you seen it though? Like, if you request an expedited trial, does that mean you'd get it in 4 months, which is still a crazy long period of time politically?
Something to that effect. Yeah, maybe to that effect. I mean,
Yeah.
the Commonwealth will still try to stall because they're going to be like a police officer is not available. They're on vacation or something like that. They'll still do their regular things too. Or if there's
Commonwealth's going to Commonwealth? Is that what you're saying?
Or there's forensic. If there's any forensics involved, that
right.
obviously with testing these days and all that stuff, it takes time to. Again, not to veer off to the Karen Reed case, but that's what we're seeing. What's going on with the Karen Reed case too. So it's kind of that the Commonwealth that keeps saying, "Oh, this test hasn't come in yet. This test hasn't come in yet." Blah blah blah.
Commonwealth's a disgrace in that Karen Reed case. We're gonna have, one day we'll go into that.
We'll get into
Turtle Boy all over that.
We're talking about
Turtle Boy.
disgraceful events from whether it's state government or the federal government.
Go ahead.
I mean, we're going to have a long show. Did you catch any of the Jan 6 video footage?
Some of it.
Yeah.
It's.
Kinda
I don't
tough.
know though. Some of the real blatant ones did have explanations afterwards. Some didn't. We'll see. Whatever. We won't veer too deep.
A lot of guided tours going on.
All right. This is our first show since the election. Results kind of went like we thought it would go, essentially, right? We were hoping there was one guy.
Well, yeah, I mean, so
we were hoping.
Full disclosure, I was campaign manager for Corey Belanger. I've always helped Corey out with his campaigns, and he found the pavement. He did a great job. And
Yeah, he was an underdog. It was an uphill
it
climb.
was an uphill climb, but I mean, we were very confident going in that he was probably gonna pull it off.
So I wonder, did you think we knew how low the turnout would be? We didn't think it would be. Oh, we knew it would be low. No one thought it would be 75. No. Well, actually, Teddy thought that. I'll give him credit. I thought it would be record low, but not that low. Did you think that would help you or hurt you guys?
Kind of thought maybe it would help a little bit. I mean, as far as the record low turnout, because he was facing two incumbents and one semi-incumbent.
Just call it. Yeah. No, it's three. It's three high-profile, popular with voters.
Yeah. I mean, but the word. So I mean, we're getting everywhere we go is positive. Campaigning was positive responses from people, and stuff. And we thought maybe a low voter turnout would have turned off some of the other incumbents.
Sure.
That would help Corey out.
Yeah. So, and honestly, I'm not saying maybe it did. Maybe it was closer than it would have been had it. Who knows? You never actually know.
Vesno lost a lot of support. I mean,
yes, he did.
I think in the end, my opinion. I mean, if he stuck with the ADU thing, that was all. I think all bets were off on that. That would have been.
So you think the late switch there may have saved the high?
I think the late switch probably helped him. I mean, and there's nothing you can do about that.
So now you look at the city council. You look at the 11 members, 3 at large and the 8 neighborhood reps. Councilors, sorry. Is this the most conservative council Lowell's had in the last 20 years? Ready? We'll go real quick, rapid fire. Let's just assume that they're all Democrats, okay? Because they either are or they pretend to be. So let's just all pretend that they're all Democrats, and now you split them into 2 camps. Conservative, JFK type Democrats, or liberal Democrats. Okay? The 3 at large. So Rita, conservative Democrat.
Yep.
Eric, conservative Democrat. Vesna, liberal Democrat.
Yes.
Okay, so we're 2 to 1. Danny Rourke, conservative Democrat. Yep. Kim Scott, somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
But you could put her in conservative. Again, these are conservative Democrats.
Yeah.
Sakari is a bit of a conservative Democrat. Paul Rathayem, free thinker. You could put him in either camp. In the middle.
Moderate, yeah, in the middle.
Corey Robinson would be for sure in the conservative Democrat camp. Andy Dakota? John Dakota.
Yeah.
Conservative Democrat.
Yeah.
Once you go right down the whole list, I'm pulling my
Wayne Janessa.
Wayne Janessa in the liberal camp. That's fine, right? You can get to like a 7-2-2, like 7 conservative, 2 in the middle. That's a pretty conservative city council. Same thing with the school committee. You've added
Fred Bahu.
Conservative
Dave
Democrat.
Conway.
Conservative.
Yep. And then
the mayor. If it's Danny, conservative. If it's Rita, conservative. So
Jackie and Connie have always.
And again, these are all, we're all calling them all Democrats, but when you go to certain things, it kind of forms into that camp.
Yeah.
You have the more conservative city school committee now too. So you should like that.
Yeah, I do.
You good with that?
I'm good with that. So, I mean,
It's good, because if you go back 6-7 years, everyone talks about Karen Cirillo because she's the perfect example, but the city was drifting towards Cambridge and Somerville and liberal utopia. And,
God.
and actually to make that happen, I think part of the people that switched the election system to the neighborhood districts, they wanted that. That was like their kill shot.
Yeah.
And it completely backfired somehow. It's actually better government. It's good that the Acre and Gorham Street, and I mean, like, these people have a rep now. It's better for the city. But who would have thought it would have made the city council more conservative? I don't think anyone saw that coming.
No.
Well, I mean,
Very good. Imagine they come back and sue to get it back to the old.
But it goes to who's running too. I mean, again, when you get back to the neighborhoods, I mean, there wasn't really any challenges in any of the neighborhood cases. I mean, even the one that was supposedly competitive between Kim Scott and Susie Chun, it wasn't even close.
No, it wasn't.
No, yeah.
I mean, and it's just kind of just
The conservative Democrats vote, right? And the liberal Democrats kind of don't.
I don't know.
They have like a little.
No, it's actually
pods.
good, because this is why they don't run as party affiliated candidates.
Yeah.
You're supposed to just care about Lowell. Forget about the national stuff. And that's actually good. I hope it stays like that, because whatever. We got a good conservative council. And again, a conservative council in Lowell means conservative Democrats.
Yeah.
But that's where we're at. The other big news, the ICC, the Inn and Conference Center, our crown jewel hotel in the middle of downtown Lowell,
Crown jewel, all right.
is about to have a bunch of immigrants coming in. Do you know the number?
Wasn't it 75 families?
75, 2,000. Was it 2,000?
No. So originally, the number was 200. We weren't sure if that was how many rooms were there or how many people were coming. I don't think there's 200 rooms there.
200
Well, 75
families? What are we talking about?
I don't know, but the original number was 200. The last couple numbers I've heard is anywhere between 700 to 1,000 people. I don't know that that's true. It could just be 200. But when I asked someone in the know, 200 people, and they're like, no, it's much higher than that. So we'll see. And they also said that a lot of them are coming from Haiti. Don't know if that's true. I haven't read that anywhere. Have you?
I have not.
I haven't either. So are they refugees from?
I'm saying you have different blocks of countries. You see like Chicago right now has a ton of Venezuelans. Why? I don't know. Maybe it's just they showed up in Texas and the buses brought them to Chicago from there. But Chicago is actually so bad that the Venezuelan illegal immigrants are requesting flights back to Venezuela. I'm not joking. It's a fact.
That too. No, I saw a clip of like a meeting in Chicago, like the residents in Chicago, like lambasting the city council there about all the immigrants and stuff like that. And they're all,
It's everywhere.
African American.
Oh yeah, no.
They're lambasting their own, the African American
Well, that's one of
residents and lambasting the African American.
Liberal unintended consequences is that black unemployment's going up, and those jobs are going to these migrants who are just coming in.
Well, for sure.
The black community is suffering financially and economically due to it.
So you're already struggling, and then people that aren't American come in and take your resources away.
Yeah.
Police, they live. Every police precinct in Chicago has hundreds of migrants living in the police precinct in the lobby. They live in the lobby. Like if you go to whatever lower 9th Ward in Chicago, you'll have to like step over families and stuff to get to the desk to file a police report. Who won't be responding to you anyways.
That's not even the worst. You hear about the suburbs of Chicago where there's the girl boss mayor there that's like so corrupt that she's like taking.
She's the one that got arrested, or
no? This one she's like taking trips to like Selma, Alabama, and to like Vegas and coming back like with thousands and thousands of charges on the credit card, and the board's like, where's the receipts for these? She's like, I don't need no receipts, and then she.
Really? And she's
like, you're gonna pay it. Like,
and she's a mayor?
She's the mayor, yeah.
I'll have to look that up.
Oh yeah, it's like one of the Dalton, Illinois, I think it was. It's like you gotta see it.
It's like the Al Capone days.
Oh God, Al Capone was Cicero, so
very overrated historically. Just not Al Capone. It's actual Cicero.
Oh, here we go.
Cicero.
Get him going.
I know you're a lawyer.
God.
All right. We like to do our worldly updates, right?
Yes.
Well, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, continue with your worldly
go on.
update.
What else you got, Lowell? I think I got hit all the Lowell points.
No, well, what do you think happens tonight, by the way? Did you make a prediction? I didn't hear what you had to say.
Well, we'll start with you. We'll go around the room.
I think someone's going to come for him tonight.
It sounded very dark there.
Sorry, Kelly.
You think protesters will show up?
I
The
think.
way you said that was very...
I think that maybe other counselors will maybe
Stop scratching.
call him out or call for some form of action.
Okay, publicly.
I'm not saying I agree with that. I'm just saying I think that will happen.
Was there an agenda posted or anything with like possibility of people speaking? Or?
Well, you have until a certain amount of time.
Oh, you have until today to.
Yeah, so you can
they don't
call-
put it on the agenda.
Yeah, you can call Gary's office and get in
I also
there.
think without the police report, I think that it would have just been a let's wait and see.
Without the police report, it's a he said, she said.
Yeah.
With the police report and with the neighbors and her on the phone with her own lawyer and other, it gets way worse, actually. That's just the fact of it.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Everyone has checked in. You're getting very antsy with those hands right now.
You are so consumed.
Yes,
with
audio is important
me
to
having a
podcasts.
drink. No one hears anything.
Oh, I hear it every time. I can't wait to do your replacement show here. You know, you got any
Kelly,
friends?
Take your thermos, Callie. Just tap it on
A couple.
the desk.
We're bringing Batch back.
That's just going to bring a hammer and just smash the table over and over again.
No. So all the counselors except for one have put out public statements about Corey.
No, I think they all put out public statements.
Has Rita? I had not seen Rita's.
Oh no, maybe I thought Rita did. No, she did. No, Teddy. If I recall on the website, Teddy put combined all the.
Yes,
the
she wasn't on there.
I thought Rita was on there. Maybe
She was not.
Okay.
I saw there was the original block of about 5 or 6 of them that kind of all got together and put out a statement.
Yeah.
Kim Scott put out her own,
Yes. Danny put out.
who's probably the strongest one, which is interesting because she's really close to Corey. I think they all like Corey, so it's a tricky spot. But
I'm going to research this now.
go ahead, no, do it for sure. I think Kim Scott,
Innocent until proven guilty.
Kim Scott and Rita are in your tricky spots too, because they're the 2 women on the council.
I'm still curious what will happen if, say, she, the theoretical victim here, if she just says, I don't want to press charges, I insist that we don't press charges, and he says, I'm innocent, and...
I don't think it matters. I think Callie's right. It's
What do you mean? How could it not matter? I'm just curious. How could it not matter?
because they have circumstantial evidence. They might have forensic evidence. They have neighbors. I think there was something about it
What do you
being
mean by
4th or 5th
circumstantial?
time the police have maybe been called to that location.
Yeah.
There's a whole,
Well, that may not be related to him.
I believe it was.
Yeah,
Well,
there
I
was
don't-
there was no
yeah, I'm not
there was
gonna-
no thing from Rita. But Teddy's thing says all council reaction to Robinson's situation.
Yeah, so I think they've all gone on the record, except for Rita.
Well,
So yeah, so again, I
thought that tonight would be a nothing burger, and then after this police report, I think maybe
Yes.
people might
I think I'm gonna go
make
over.
some demands, but I don't know if it'll go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go watch a little bit of it. Why not?
You could cozy up next to Casey and have a nice little chit chat.
I'll go up top. Up top.
What does that mean? You don't want to sit with Casey?
I like Casey.
Oh, okay.
She's a good reporter. She's a pain in the ass.
Does she have her own, we
But
still have our own table of the media.
I don't know. I hadn't listened to WCAP in quite a while until recently. So I don't know. We shall see. All right.
Since your triumphant return,
That was a good return.
By the way, I love this CAP.
Me, Marty, and Jerry. I can't say no to those guys. I love those guys.
First of all, I commend you guys on your coverage for the election. It was fantastic.
Here?
Great job. And the fact that CAP had to get their information off of you guys even shows more.
That's great.
That was
I think I told you before, but the peek behind the curtain. We're doing this live. We have the board. We're doing it, but it's chaos. This is the way it is. Han didn't like it, but you get the districts coming in, right? And you just get a picture of the results raw. It's not in order. It's not anything. And it's like, if you want to get the information out quickly, you just take that. Teddy writes it down so we can do the full tally. But I run in here and just give it to you raw.
so to speak.
that's I don't know.
Shout out to me. So we're doing that, but we had no numbers in Centerville. We know it's going to be a blowout, but we needed the numbers just because we assumed Corey was going to win big, but that was going to have a big impact on the at-large race because Corey Belanger needed to kind of run up the score in that district.
Yeah.
It was getting out of hand, but it was his only shot. So we're like, screw it, let's turn on the radio station to see if they have the numbers, and we'll just.
Why did it take so long? Anyways, that's kind of
There was no one there. There was no one there.
really.
Not a single
And I was
person.
up there. I was up there holding signs until
Yeah, you should have stayed. If you stayed until
5:30
8, you could have been the hero.
until about 5.
But we turned on the radio station because, again, Teddy, myself, we've done the election results there for many years.
Yeah.
And we hear them giving out our numbers, like literally saying, oh, yeah, we're watching these guys. I'm like, oh, what a world. But
Panji used to do when Panji had his party. You could have people at every single polling station.
everyone, it's a big operation. He
Yeah.
had the board, he had the whole thing.
Yeah. So.
Actually, I think Corey Belanger ruined that one. Not on purpose.
No, he didn't.
No, that's it.
He didn't ruin it.
He got ruined, right? He did nothing wrong, but just he was at the wrong side of that one.
Yeah, unfortunately. that was a night, believe me.
That is a bad beat for the ages.
When I left that, I left like by giving him a big high five. By the time I got back, I was, sorry.
He had already left. That just to revisit the history. He had already left, and I was like, getting ready to like head over and meet out with. I think he was going to meet at Mount Pleasant. I think Danny was having a party. Rookie was having a party at that because got in and then
Yeah, he was the
but I
China
was getting
star.
ready to leave, and Panji comes over and he's like, "Where's Corey?" You're like, "You already left. Why? You got to get him back here now." Like, oh, jeez.
Oh yeah, it's
By
hard.
the time I got in touch with him, Corey someone got in touch with him and already told him. So
I'm not sure. Do you ever find out exactly what happened? Because I saw it happen
there
live.
was one of the precincts. Whoever was typing in the numbers.
It was this tiny precinct.
It was a
and
very-
they typed in 1,111 votes for Corey. But you watch her do it. She'll correct herself.
It was a very, very tiny precinct. I think they throw in 100 and like something votes.
No, it was. I saw it happen
it really?
live. I didn't catch it because
It was so.
it went 1,111, and then she switched it to
11.
111.
Yeah.
But in reality, it was just 11. So he had 100 extra votes,
Something like that.
which was the swing. That was exactly what happened. It just you don't recognize it when it's happening at the time. Like, oh, that's exactly.
In all
what-
honesty, when I was watching it, I was looking at that one precinct.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was like it might have been Back Central Street.
like the top vote getter got like
It was a
34
very-
votes.
Yeah, it was bad. Like I think it was like Back Central. So like I don't even think there's enough voters in that district. but whatever. I mean,
All right, let me give you a name. If there are a bunch of people from Haiti coming, we are a very worldly podcast. Let's take this action to Haiti. All right? Han, do you know who Jimmy Cherizier is?
He's a cousin of Wyclef John.
That's not impossible. Not the answer I was looking for.
is
His
that
nickname is Barbecue.
Ooh.
was that Pras Michelle's lawyer?
Highly unlikely. I got a lawyer here, so I gotta be careful what I say.
He made soup for Saddam Hussein.
Jimmy Cherizier, aka Barbecue, is a gang leader in Haiti.
No.
Except he has done the old unite the clans type deal. Haiti has absolutely no functioning government. The president got assassinated.
You don't say.
Thing. It's funny, actually, one of Batch's predictions at the beginning of the year, he had some interesting ones, but one was that Haiti would fall apart. We said, you have to be a lot more specific than that. And it was like, there will be foreign troops landing in Haiti. To Batch's point, actually, the United States has gone around the entire world looking for anybody to go in as peacekeepers and try to restore order. And everyone says, no chance. The United States is going to pay for it, which people don't want to
I hear
hear.
it all the time. Like
I know.
when they had the earthquake back in the 90s.
Right. So
It's like, geez.
They-
every time there's something
the United
wrong,
States
geez,
will-
like, yeah.
it'll be a UN thing, but none of the countries want to send troops in there. But they found one. Kenya is willing to send in 1,000 to 2,000 peacekeeping troops. But their president said yes. The parliament's like, I don't think so. So either way, Haiti just has to cycle through all the way to the bottom. It's just the way it is. The president got assassinated in 2021. His prime minister, who was technically number 2 under their system, the prime minister got fired 2 days before, and another guy got named. He never got officially sworn in. So they have no succession plan. The president gets killed, but this guy isn't sworn in. He says he's president. The other guy who says he's president. The United States sided with one of the guys. The entire thing is a disaster. So there's nobody in charge. Port-au-Prince, the capital, 90% is under gang control. Led by old Barbecue here. So barbecue, there's a ton of huge, powerful killer gangs. Like Port-au-Prince is horrible. It's the amount of rapes and murders happening. It's lawless, like you've seen in every movie. But this guy's getting so powerful that he's something called the G9 family. Like the 9 biggest gangs in the capital have united under him. Kind of like the mafia and the third. What's his name there? With the I. New York. He united all he made a commission.
Luciano?
Lucky Luciano.
Lucky Luciano, yeah.
He's the Lucky Luciano of...
I thought that was Frank Costello, no?
No,
Lucky
Luciano was the one who
put them all together.
Put the commission together.
Said, hey, it's chaos.
It was him and Lance Lansky.
It was organized chaos, organized crime family. So that's what this guy's doing, but now he's more powerful than anybody. The police, he used to be a cop. He was a dirty cop. Either way, this has to cycle all the way through to the bottom where this guy, this warlord, becomes in charge of the entire country, and then it washes out, and this is just the way things play out through world history. So Haiti, not looking so good. That's what's going to happen.
So is he going to be the new spokesperson for Kingsford after Vince Wilfork? Or is it...
I don't know. But it's weird. You see these warlords eventually take power, and then the international community might warm to them, and then they become more politicians, but they're ruthless. So who knows where this goes? But it's not a good, it's already an absolute hell.
Didn't this happen in Seattle and Chaz?
yes. It's a larger version of Chaz. There was a warlord with
some local half-wit rapper decided he was like a neighborhood warlord.
He became warlord with
decided who would have
48
guns
hours.
and who wouldn't. Am I?
Yeah, no,
that did happen,
I think you're right.
Yes,
Yeah.
What was that guy's name?
They took over a federal.
I forget. We did a show on him at the
definitely
radio
did a
station,
show on him.
and it was something like barbecue. It was in that range. But there you go. I'm just saying it because
Interesting.
it's going to get crazy. If there really are 800, I mean, we can't use the word illegal immigrants anymore, but there's 800 illegal immigrants coming in from Haiti. If there's guys committing crimes, it's going to make all the headlines, and it's for sure it should. And hopefully there's just some common sense system where it's like, if you are illegal here and you're staying in the Inn and Conference Center and you commit a felony, you're gone. Like, that's it. You're deported.
One shot at the dice.
Yes, everyone else. Like, if you see a woman with her 2 daughters, a single mother with 2 daughters, like, you got to support them. Like, they're leaving hell. Like, that is, I mean, you look at, it's horrible with the rape statistics. You look at the top countries. Haiti's not even listed because they don't have a functioning government to even keep track of it. It's awful. So if you see a Haitian mother with her 2 daughters, it's like, you have to support them.
Yeah.
For sure. It's just the American way. But you see some guy out there committing felonies, you've got to enforce that. Otherwise.
So it's your opinion they have a valid asylum claim and should be allowed in? No problem.
For sure. Especially the women. The women and children, without a doubt. The men, it's like, okay, fine, you're here. Commit a felony, you're done. Like, instantly.
But they won't do it. I mean, it's just that would never happen. That would never fly. You'll get into the court. They get into the court system.
What if Trump
They
wins?
get a lawyer, then it just delays the thing over.
So I have a question. Based on the number of people who are expected to come, do we have a projected, say, financial burden for the city on that amount of people?
All I've seen is the agreement between the state and UMass Lowell, who owns that hotel.
Right, the $2 million deal.
And it's like this big news. Yes, we've agreed to this certain amount. It's like, what about Lowell? What about the people that,
well, that's
the
what I'm
schools
asking.
and the police and who's going to feed them? Like, there's a whole.
I think if I recall, seeing on Facebook earlier that Ratty Mom posted that he sent a letter to the lieutenant governor, kind of asking some of these questions to try to get answers on like where the resources coming from.
Because it sounded like Healy had no good news on this end when they met last, right? She had like nothing.
Nothing.
Like,
and again, they're coming in 10 days.
And then,
No, that's totally like Lowell is already a immigrant city that struggles to deal with what we have legally.
If I'm a taxpayer in Lowell, I have questions. Whoa, hang on.
yeah.
But what do you do when the governor has no answer for you? What do you do?
There has to be a mechanism to say no at some point, no?
Well, look at New York. New York, same thing, run by all Democrats, right? New York State, their local officials, they just blocked bridges. Literally, the people blocked the bridges. It's like, you're not coming in here.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to block the Lowell connector, but that's just, when you ask what can you do, it gets to the point which shows you you don't have a functioning government anymore when your people are blocking bridges.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm glad all these democratic policies have turned into such an epic disaster across the country because they were all horrible ideas to begin with. And now, the chickens are coming home to roost.
All right, you want a couple random ones.
Yes.
Argentina,
new president.
Yes.
Very entertaining.
Javier Milei.
Yeah,
He
Milei,
likes his chainsaw, that guy.
guy's the
That
best.
guy is the most entertaining politician
80.
in the history of politics, I might say. He's up there. Like people are like, oh, he's like Trump. Like Trump's nowhere as crazy as this.
No,
This
guy
guy.
is, yeah.
Trump is child's play compared to this guy.
And for anyone that doesn't follow it or care and think about Argentina, that's fine. But get ready, because there's certain things like he's my guy.
They've been under socialist control for 30 years.
Saying, there's very few people that support Ukraine, that hate Russia, supports Israel, hates Hamas. Like, but as a conservative, like this guy is just, he checks all my boxes. I like him a lot. So we'll see where that goes. Like BRICS, you've mentioned BRICS before, how they're going to become this big, super powerful bloc.
They could.
Argentina is a big part of that. He says, "Screw you." Like, screw you.
He's
I hate
coming-
Russia.
he's coming to the
I hate
dollar.
China.
Yeah, I got
I'm going to dollarize, and
Yeah.
so that's a good win. We'll take
That's
that.
interesting.
I'm
waiting
It's
for
funny.
Bennett.
He calls him. He's like, he just calls him like libtard.
Oh, he goes way worse than that.
Oh, and he's like, he's like says we're all bags.
He goes way worse than that.
I know.
Just think of the worst thing you can say.
Oh,
and he
God.
says that.
He does. I like that the TV reporter was like, "You can't swear like that about people." He's just like, boom, double down.
Oh, I just did. Thank you.
Yes. Everyone, yeah, that's your homework assignment.
Yeah.
Just look up Javier Milei videos and enjoy.
Yeah, he is not
God.
boring.
All right, couple random ones. This is going back to our prediction show. We're going to have to do an end of the year show.
Don't tell me that Andrew Tate got assassinated. Please don't tell me that.
No, but
Oh, okay.
He's horrible.
He was close though.
Do you know he has his own university?
I'm aware.
Do you know what it's called?
University.
I think it's called
It used to be Hustlers University, right?
PhD. You never heard of it?
Hand.
Yeah, it is. It's called like the pimp hand degree or something like that.
No, it's not.
I swear to God.
No, it's not.
I swear to God, I heard it in his own
wrong.
voice.
You're full of it.
Oh wow.
It's not true.
If I could look this up right now, I'm not joking. I got the.
Look it up then.
All right,
You're wrong.
You guys
Go
talk
ahead.
amongst yourself for a
Go
second.
ahead.
there.
Continue on with the predictions. We don't want to derail you.
Well, you've just completely derailed me.
Well, you can look it up after and admit that you're wrong. But
No. I saw it, like the PhD. I'm like, is he going to call it like the player hater degree? Like
Play a
something
hater
stupid?
degree, like back.
And he did. He really said that.
what song is
He's talking to 15-year-old virgin
I know you know.
morons.
No one off the top of my head. Okay.
that? Kelly's definitely done karaoke with this song before, for sure.
Oh god, I can't remember.
Hold on. Talk amongst yourself for
probably
about
listening to
30 seconds here.
Yeah.
What's his name again?
Who,
Andrew Tate.
For some reason, Asa hates Andrew Tate. I don't know why.
Because I'm a good, decent human being.
Oh, you are. Oh, you're
Yes.
so virtuous. So.
I'm sorry, I didn't graduate from PhD like you did.
I didn't grab that. I don't even know what you're talking about with this PhD stuff.
Oh, I can't wait to find this. Oh well. All right. You know what? I will.
Go ahead.
I promise by
You know
next.
why you
episode-
can't find it? Because it doesn't exist.
I heard him say it today. He just did a big interview with Piers Morgan last night.
Okay.
I'm sure you're gonna go home and watch it, right? WEI Odyssey.
Gonzo?
Not
they've
yet.
been- They've been dying a slow death. No?
Yeah, I was like I was saying, we need to. Late December, we'll do a recap of our prediction show.
Yes.
I'll have to watch it back and take notes.
How the mighty have
Like
fallen.
Batch with his Haiti. Like if the Kenyan
Batch might be a hit. with
Kenyan-
Katie, yeah.
peacekeepers show up, he might be okay there, but it's gonna be tight. But either way, not bad. His
If I'm a Haitian gang lord, I am not welcoming Kenyan soldiers in any way, shape, or form.
no, that's the thing. And there's a racial dynamic, so you don't want to send Swedish soldiers. You know what I mean? So it's like you're gonna.
You don't?
But Kenya, there's countries that want to step up onto the world stage. Like
Yeah.
Africa's kind of up for grabs right now.
Trying to look at a foothold and
Yeah, no, Africa is legitimately, you can become a regional power. Kenya already sort of is. Nigeria is expected to have a population bigger than the U.S. in 50 years. Don't ask me why I know that, but I know that. But you got to do things like that to step up on the world stage. I don't think it's going to happen, though. It's like, why would you send your guys there? They're just going to get killed. It's for what? Like, what are you? If you're a Kenyan father sending your son there,
use it as training place for the
it is. No, it's like, hey, we're stepping on the world stage. Our military's getting stronger. But yeah.
No, I was thinking for the training for the Boston Marathon.
Oh, who's that?
The Kenyans.
Oh, okay,
They're
sorry.
always winning. So.
Big Kenyan marathon.
I thought it was gonna be the Zarniev joke. I thought we were talking about Dagestan.
Oh, jeez.
I'm saying we're going to a war zone.
Oh
there.
God, not that.
All right, good. I thought you were going to a bad place there. Sorry, ready? It's WEI, their stock. They did a reverse split this year. They got a huge one, okay? Because you have to be over. We talked about it at the time.
Always a good sign.
Your stock has to be over $1 for at least. If it's under $1 for 3 months,
It's considered penny stock or something. Then
yeah, your
no
pink
longer-
sheets, you're delisted.
Yeah.
And once that happens, you're in the death spiral. So they were in it for like a year, but they kept getting a pass because they're such a large company. Finally, the SEC is like, you got to do something. You're done here. They did a reverse split. Whatever it was, 100 to 1, 150, whatever. So their stock right now is at 28 cents a share. Hold on.
Oh boy.
28. This is after the reverse split.
Oh,
Do you know what their stock would be had they not done that?
0.5 of a penny. I don't know. Something.
0.9 of a penny.
Oh, jeez.
It's not
That
even,
was close.
the people that own WEI and some of these other big radio stations in Boston and all these billboards and everything, they're worth 0.9 of a penny.
When
in
there's
stock.
blood in the streets, buy.
Oh, you're gonna go buy?
I might.
Why would you
Actually,
buy?
I don't know the Odyssey holdings.
No, it's all about their debt.
If I could buy, if I could buy EEI and I could clip a bunch of the dead weight and cut my costs, I would consider buying that.
Ooh, all right.
I think that could be a profitable entity for the discounted price.
But does Odyssey
Can I get a show there?
Right after Kurt Minahan. We're bringing Kurt.
Is it only?
Minahan back.
Does Odyssey only own EEI? Or they own like other?
Oh, they own tons of things.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Like they own FAN in New York. They
Yeah.
own all sorts of things.
So that's the stock
I would
of
do
Odyssey,
I would do
though,
some
right?
serious.
That's the whole
cutting
thing.
there.
The problem is that the company, the parent company, has like $1 billion in debt
Yeah.
that matures next year, and they have more after that. They have no way of paying it back. How do you, they don't make any money.
It's probably an offshoot also with everybody like listening to podcasts. Everybody's got Apple.
Oh, it's over. They tried doing podcasts. Their podcasts were horrible.
Yeah. So
It's not
but
as
nobody
good.
listens to
It's not good like this show.
Drive Time Radio now. It's like kind of.
Yeah, no. Like even WEI, their morning show, the ratings are pretty good. Greg Hill, it's gone up. They're in double digits now, which
John
is
Cox's
impressive.
daughter.
Really?
A Lowell girl. That's right, Courtney Cox.
Courtney Cox, yeah.
Shout out to Lowell.
Yep.
Good for her. I mean, but their ratings have gone from like 4 or 5 to 10 or 11, which is actually really legitimately good. And it doesn't matter. Like their ratings could go up to 50. They could be the Stern Show on steroids. And it doesn't matter because your parent company can never pay back that $1 billion that matures next year. So you're done. You're in a death spiral. So there you go. I thought they'd be done by the end of this year, but like you said, they're going to eventually just start selling off pieces. And someone random will buy EEI. That'd be great if Han bought it.
Yeah.
All right. Start the clock. 3 minutes. Can I get a 3 minute? Hold on. Don't start it yet. 3 minute Ukraine war update before we go. 3 minutes seems fair, is that not?
This is what everyone's been waiting for. Yes.
Listen, some people like it, some people hate it.
Who's Ukraine, by the way?
Who's Ukraine?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know there's Hamas versus Israel.
Yeah.
Right? What's Ukraine?
Hey, what's he saying?
That's like so world. That's like so war of 1812 now.
Dude, that's so like 5.
Oh, okay. So I got you. I was saying that too, literally. Well, that's why we're doing this. You know why? You've all heard people say, "Oh, Gaza war starts now. No one talks about Ukraine anymore." And I say, "No,
Yeah, it hurts.
I know.
It hurts
his
soul.
That's right.
It's like I chose the wrong country.
I am that Japanese soldier on the island in
Had I spent
1975."
the last 2 years just researching Hamas and Israel, I'd be in business right now.
Have you guys ever looked up those Japanese soldiers? That people always make the joke,
Oh,
right?
the island that
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
give
Oh,
up.
the ones that they came off the island.
The guy, that
He's
last
like
guy,
a year.
he was a total asshole. He's like murdering random villagers every 10 years.
At war.
These
I
poor,
thought he was still at war. Yeah.
these poor Filipinos are like, who the hell's this psychopath
So the war.
Japanese guy who's just murdering us randomly every now and
You
then?
gotta give him a pass. That's a tough spot.
What do you mean it's a tough spot? Don't murder innocent people.
It's war.
War? Who are you at war with?
So the war ended what? August of 45.
1945. Yeah.
Right? Atomic bombs, boom, boom. By September, there's a peace treaty.
Yep.
Do you see what year they found him? They surrendered?
like 96.
60s.
no, not 96.
62 or something.
No,
No, it was like
no.
1996.
1974.
No, it was
Yes.
later than that.
No, trust me. It's 30 years and living on an island.
Oh,
it's
he was
crazy.
there like
enough.
Thinking the war's still
Oh,
going
hang on. He was there for like 50 or 60 years.
He was there for 30 years.
Wow.
30 years is a long time.
No, that's ridiculous. I know they had to find his commanding officer
Yes, who was
to go into the woods.
No one would
tell him
believe
the
him.
war's been over.
Nobody believed him. He wouldn't come out. He kept
Yeah.
fighting and killing.
And he was
goats
also
and
like
killing
treated
people.
like he's a national hero.
It's like First Blood Part 1.
I'm saying, you know what? If you were Japanese, you wouldn't respect that dude.
God, I don't know.
Oh, you gotta.
You know what? Maybe he's just an asshole. Like the war was clearly over.
No.
Like you're gonna spend 30 years fighting alone in the jungle.
Yeah, he did.
Everyone's gone except for you, and you're just killing random Filipinos.
Last man standing. He's the ultimate respect guy.
I don't know about that.
Remember, he's a Japanese soldier. They were nasty back then.
Oh,
they
yeah.
were like
it would be like an honor thing for them because it's like, going down in flames. Because
All right, here you go. It's gonna be real quick. I'm gonna do it in under 3 minutes. I'm gonna do it in about a minute.
okay,
But just 3, just to be safe.
tell me when to start the clock.
All right, ready? We're gonna go to the board.
Oh boy.
Don't forget your microphone.
All right, go. Start it.
Start the clock.
All right, here's your quick Ukraine war update. To the left is Ukraine. To the right is the Russia-controlled part of
Good
Ukraine.
and bad.
Bad is the Donbass area. Down at the very bottom of that is Crimea. Okay?
Ukraine like a uterus or something. I don't know what the hell we're looking at.
Of all my bad maps, this might be the worst.
This is pretty bad.
It's like someone's like large intestines.
Yes, if the Lowell Health Department wants to use this after, we can do that.
Yeah.
All right, so the small colon, Kherson, Zaporizhia, and up north is Avdiivka. Russia is attacking hardcore. That's just north of Donetsk. Do you know them? Donetsk. I keep saying it wrong. Donetsk.
Carry on. I don't let me get in your
They got a good soccer team.
Oh, okay.
Shankar. They play in the Champions League.
Oh, fantastic.
Well, either way, Russia is pushing hard in the north. Zaporizhia in the middle there. That was supposed to be where the Ukraine big counterattack was. If they made it down there, the bottom line is the sea. They wanted to reach the sea, cut the Russian army in half. They've gone nowhere. I mean, it's just the worst boner shrinker counteroffensive I've ever had. And then to the left, though, is Kherson, which, again, if you take that, there's a big river right where the blue line is. The Dnieper River.
It's very, very simple to make out, right?
Yeah.
It's just,
The blue line.
well, Ukraine has finally crossed the river, and they have beachheads. So they can actually make it all the way down to Crimea. When they do that, now they're in business. That's what they've been trying to do all summer into the fall. Now it's muddy and cold and snowy, so it's been a bad counteroffensive. But if they can make some progress in Kherson before the winter ends, then there will be a small moral victory, and that'll get them closer to a settlement and a ceasefire. Stop the clock. How long was that?
2 minutes, 6 seconds.
Not bad. Come on, that's pretty good.
I'm impressed.
Oh, that was phenomenal.
Oh, also, shout out to Ukrainian sniper. Just broke the record, too.
Whose record did he break?
There was a Canadian soldier in Iraq in 2017 with a kill from 2.2 miles. Ukrainian sniper this week, 2.3 miles.
Ooh. Who was the sniper in Stalingrad? You know the movie, The Enemy at the Gates is...
Ewan McGregor? You talking about the actor or the actual
No,
person?
the actual sniper.
Ed O'Neill?
Not Ed O'Neill.
He was one of them, right?
No, you're thinking of the other guy.
Oh, the guy. Yeah. No, wait.
The guy from The Rock. I can't think of his name.
Ed O'Neill.
It's not Ed O'Neill.
Ed
That's
O'Neill was
Ted Bundy.
Yeah. Hal Bundy.
Hal Bundy.
Wait, what's his name? It's definitely O'Neill, right? Or is it Ed?
No.
Ed Harris.
Ed Harris, yeah. That's a huge difference.
I'm sorry. We'll hear it back, but my completely screwing it up. Did you say Ed O'Neill is Ted Bundy?
Yeah.
All right. That's enough. What anything else you want to talk about? Where are we at? Yeah.
We got a ceasefire in Israel for 4 days to trade for hostages.
Has it actually happened, or have you?
I think that the Israeli government approved, right?
Their war cabinet had to, but yes, now you need Hamas to agree to it. Essentially, the basics are, for every 24 hours as a ceasefire, they'll release about 12 hostages. So if you go 4 days, you got 48 hostages. And we'll see. They've been talking about it for days. I don't know. Hezbollah has been stayed out of it, which is good. They're starting to fire some more rockets lately. Not great, but we shall see. Anything else I missed here?
Predictions on what happens moving forward in Israel. That's what I'd like to know. What do you think? What happened to your boy, though? Remember you mentioned, what was the guy's name?
Mohammed Dalan?
The one who works over with the Saudis.
He's waiting. He's going to be. He's
Oh, no, he's UAE, right?
Yes.
Sorry.
Mohammed Dahlan. This is the way it's going to play
He's
out.
waiting.
In my mind. He's absolutely waiting.
Let Hamas get smoked and then step right in and
Yes.
save the day?
Yes. But again,
Okay.
the person
So your narrative is in play here.
Oh, it's 100%. It's going right according to script. Hamas will get destroyed, trapped in their tunnels, stuck in northern Gaza and Gaza City. They'll be destroyed, but they won't be completely gone. There's obviously fighters that made it to the south or made it to Egypt or Jordan, wherever. Once you take over, Israel's saying that Netanyahu's saying, Israel is going to take over all of Gaza. It's not going to fly with the international community. It's not. They still want some sort of two-state solution, which is actually the fairest. I understand you can't allow Hamas there, so that's where we're at. Israel will push that, which is a hardline stance. Some other name will come in who's going to be in charge, temporary. And it won't be a Palestinian. And it'll get spiked. And it'll get spiked on purpose because they want Mohammed Dahlan to be the guy, but he needs to be the other candidate where they actually want him instead of the forced candidate. Whoever their forced candidate is a fake. It's a front. Dahlan's the guy. Lock it in.
So they have to build their bridges and
Yeah, no, they're going to destroy
Create
Hamas.
that.
Israel's going to say we're keeping it. United States looks like the good guy. Nope, you can't keep it. The Palestinians are coming back. We're going to have this guy in charge, and everyone's going to say, no, we hate that guy. We hate that guy. And they say, fine, take Dahlan. And that's the setup the whole time. All right, we'll follow along. Thank you for joining us. Pass the
Pleasure,
test.
guys.
Pass the test beautifully.
Good. Can't wait till we do a Civil War podcast. One of the
Oh, it's going to be great. Yeah, we'll do it. At some point, we're doing a Civil War one.
how about quick Thanksgiving Day predictions?
Blessings.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Lowell High. Who are they playing?
Oh, we hear Shai Cullen is resigning after the
Lowell High football coach?
game. Yeah,
So this is his last game?
His last game. So I
I'm
think
going to say that Lowell kills Haverhill. I don't think it'll be that close. I'll take Lowell and lay the points. I don't know what the
Are there
points
points?
will be.
Careful.
Whatever the line would be.
Hold on. Before we go. Yes.
They
anyway,
played
check
already.
Let's hold on. We got to see Callie's shirt here. That thing's awesome.
old school Chiefs.
Nice. What year was that? 1980?
This is just like I actually won this on an auction that you all had or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So it's
So when you used to,
no, they
when you used to go
won
in their
in-
own basketball gym, they had the big national championship.
Yeah, so they
trophy there.
won. They won the Division II in 79, 81, and 82. They were the Chiefs.
And what year did the basketball team win it?
Basketball team was 80. I think it was 81, right?
Ed O'Neal. Yeah.
No, basketball was 88
Oh, 88.
or 87.
Yeah. So
What was the guy's name?
Stan Van Gundy.
was Stan Van Gundy the coach then?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
There you go. Fun fact. All right.
Leo
And
Parent.
another fun fact. I think Hahn is too. I'm a Chief Hawk. I was 2 years.
Yes.
Oh, you were one of them?
I'm a
2
Chief
years-
Hawk as well.
And 2 years as a Riverhawk. So.
All right. Fun facts.
Fun
all right.
fact, yeah.
Thank you guys. We're done. See you all soon enough.
All
Goodbye.
right. Thanks, guys.
We still enjoy
Happy Thanksgiving.